get kind of the basic shape that you want for it, and then you just start working in. Today we're doing a guardian angel.
The wings are something that Wade's been talking about for a long time. Wade's got this awesome style as a sculptor.
It was something that was shelved 9 years ago that we just never, so this is probably going to be my last year sculpting. I got him to do the one that I really wanted to do.
If we just leave him alone, then when we come back and check in, we're like, oh my God, that's amazing. How did you do that, you know? Oh, I don't know, I just made some lines here.
I've got multiple sclerosis, so that's my cane, that's why I'm sitting down. And then you still got to shrink this side up a little bit.
See, that would take a lot of work. And it looks like it has. It kind of looks like an angel also.
Oh. It's slowly been affecting my mobility. Walking is very difficult. Cane assist, I can't walk without a cane.
I know he doesn't want to stop, you know, but we didn't want him to stop. But this year, you know, things are getting a little more serious, so we figured we'd, you know, it's 100% up to him. So, but he was definitely telling us that that's how it's going to be, and that's part of why we pulled Wade's. It's one that he's always wanted to do and we've never done. So let's do it now. You know, it's perfect time for it.
The secret to snow sculpting is you take out all the snow that doesn't look like an angel. I've always said I'm going to keep on doing what I love until I can't do it anymore.
I'll do that.
Vietnam veteran, 1965-66. Well, I'm honoring Sergeant Bonsteel. Vietnam has held its mark on my life for many years. I've had some medical issues with Agent Orange, and so it's permanently affected my life.
EM2, John Cunningham, U.S. Navy.
Just a reading of all the names of those veterans who served during that era that are buried here at the Fort Richardson National Cemetery.
PFC Sammy L. Miles, United States Army.
Over 1,000 names. It's 16% of the people that are buried here are served during that era. A2C, Ronald Parsley, Air Force.
It's a sober reminder of how many people serve their country, selflessly gave of the best years of their lives.
Private William Perkins, Marine Corps.
The Vietnam veterans, they came home and it was an uncertain time.
One Medal of Honor recipient that is interred out here, Leroy Bonsteel.
Our cemetery is full of heroes. He just happens to have received the Medal of Honor.
I've never met Sergeant Bonsteel. No, I didn't have the honor. This is my effort, yes. And I'm looking forward soon to turning it over to some younger fellow, I tell you.
The Mat-Su Valley is one of the most beautiful places in the world. However, they still need a place to put their trash. And when the weather gets involved, well, sometimes it can make disposing of waste even harder.
As long as there's people, there'll be trash. Don't worry.
Picking it up after a windy weekend is Alan Ullman.
There's always stuff blows out and over when you get high winds. There ain't no stopping it all.
But when the wind gets too strong, the bull fences get filled with trash, and then they do move. That causes all kinds of problems. You know, it gets into the trees. We have to spend a little bit more money getting them out of the tree.
Terry Berger is the Mat-Su Borough Valley Land Supervisor. All the trash borough-wide comes directly to this location. According to Berger, that's somewhere between 39,000 to 41,000 pounds a day.
If you have less coming in, there's going to be less floating around for sure.
As you can see from the waste that's already dumped over there, there's still a lot of cardboard. We still have a lot of recyclables that come in here to the landfill that should be diverted and segregated and sent to our recycling facility. But it's hard to get people to understand that.
The trash problems that the weather causes here at the Mat-Su landfill won't be going away overnight. And while a plastic ban in Wasilla will make some sort of impact, nothing's really going to change until people in this area learn how to recycle their plastic and their cardboard effectively. Jack Carney, Channel 2 News.
I'm on the slow train, man. I am on the slow train. You know, I'm here like packing crackers.
We have people on the 100K, which is a 64-mile event, the 200-mile event, which is the Sport Original, the Sport Extreme. It's the 350-mile race from here to McGrath, and then we have the Sport Impossible, which is a 1,100-mile race from Deshka all the way to Nome.
Plenty of stuff to bind stuff, tie stuff, plenty of stuff to eat. I like to have layers. I even brought my dirty socks.
Your first checkpoint is around 16 miles.
Aquí estamos. 20 years later, still again here.
You did this 20 years ago?
Yeah, boss, 1999.
1999, 1997, and 1995.
From Ireland, I think we have. England, certainly we have. Spain, Portugal. We have Italy, obviously. We have huge Italian group this year. We need to watch out. There's a lot of snow machiners coming all over, so be real careful.
Well, this is a beautiful place, beautiful race, and our goal is next year go to Nome.
Even when you're still pushing your bike or dragging, you're happy because you're still in Alaska. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Woo! 2018 Sport! Woo! Billy, I'm so glad the Sport. It's been on my bucket list forever, and then they come up, and it's such a great thing.
Vamos nessa, raça, Brasil! Bora, moleque, vamos lá!
Woo! Good luck, have fun! It's just such a fantastic journey for everybody.
When it was over, this is what was left.
Scared the heck out of me.
Kind of mass confusion.
That maroon Suburban is the one witnesses say caused this wreck on the Glen Highway at the Airport Heights intersection.
Yeah, you can see the mud flaps pushed up underneath, and then he must have been, there's some glass there and all that red paint. And then he must have been rubbing against that tire, see how clean it is.
Ray Sorensen saw the Suburban first as he drove into town from Wasilla. He says the driver sideswiped him after driving into a ditch and kept going.
And I could see his hood was up. And then somehow when he went by, the hood was down. So I'm thinking that girl, because I could see the girl in the passenger side, I think she jumped out and shut it. And then they hit a couple cars just trying to get out.
The Suburban slowed down and all of a sudden took off with parts flying. The engine had smoke coming out of it. Then he smashed right into these cars.
That, witnesses say, happened when those cars were waiting at the red light.
At least 3 people were hauled to the hospital with the ambulance.
Witnesses say that includes the driver who was unconscious for a few minutes before police arrived.
The car was smoking and everything.
Oh, wow.
And he just wasn't going to stop.
And he only did, witnesses say, after he was forced to.